Victoria Alonso is probably going to sue. So what's happening right now is they're saying, or she's saying, that she was wrongfully fired as president after 17 years, head of VFX, head of Marvel right now, right? So she was fired. And the reason why she was fired, before we were saying there might have been some discrepancies with, how she was treating the work environment, how people were feeling at work, it wasn't that at all. Apparently, Marvel is saying it was an indisputable breach of contract. So what they're saying is because she had a movie that was called Argentina 1985, apparently she was spending too much time on that and not enough time on Marvel stuff. And apparently in her contract, they were saying that she wasn't allowed to work on other things, only Marvel. But this is a contradictory story right now because apparently her representation saying that the idea that Victoria was fired over a handful of press interviews related to her personal project about human rights and democracy that was nominated for an Oscar and which she got Disney's blessing to do is absolutely ridiculous. Now, apparently, Disney's like, well, that's not right. And it's really a bad thing. It's unfortunate that Victoria is sharing a narrative that leaves out several key factors concerning her departure, including an indisputable breach of contract and a direct violation of company policy.
And one insider's that nobody's going to miss her.
Well, I mean, 17 years, GR.
Well,
GR, what do you think?
The employees who were in the interview, she was a raving bitch to work for.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor, too. And the fact is, if you work for Marvel and you have so many projects, and there's also rumors going around saying that, a lot of projects were slowed down because she wasn't giving them her full commitment, that she was focusing on this Argentina project instead. And then she was, even at the Oscars, the one thing people are saying is like, at the Oscars, Wakanda Forever was nominated. And she didn't come there promoting Wakanda Forever. She came promoting her own passion project. And she said she had Marvel's blessing, but Marvel's saying that they didn't have her blessing. Like, there was no blessing there. She just did it on her own, even though I told her not to do it. So that's a problem with business. You can't do that. I mean, you think 17 years someplace, you would be like worried about that more than anything else. But I don't know. I don't know. Chris, what do you think? You think this is
much about Disney?
But do you think this is a problem? You think that's right? Do you think they fired her because, she wasn't doing her job and she was promoting something else?
You're
not sure?
I was told not to. I was told not to be like. I'm going back and forth. I can't. I don't want. Maybe she was a cunt. Then.
We don't know who she was. We don't know that.
But from what
allegedly,
when enough people say it, they are it.
From what I've read, she was a cunt.
Allegedly.
Thank you.
That's another big word for it.
And
yeah, that's right. Big word on cruise control.
Allegedly. God, I can't even. Can you spell it?
The thing is, though, too, it's like, if she was hard to work with, that's a problem. But also, like, I don't know, like, if you're not doing your job and in your contract it says you can't do other projects and you do other projects, that sounds like a breach of contract, doesn't it? I mean, I don't really know. To me, it does.
Yes.
As Rachel says, if she didn't breach her contract, she has every right to sue, which is true. So if it's not a breach of contract, then she should sue. Because honestly, after 17 years, she felt blindsided. But if it was a breach of contract, if Marvel did not give their blessing, and this isn't her contract saying you can't do other projects, then, you screwed yourself, So it's hearsay right now. It's hearsay. That's I don't know. For me...
She'll go ahead and sue, and she.
Well, she's going to sue. It's already going forward, and honestly, I don't. Well, I mean, if she has a case, then she has a case. What they're saying right now is like even her lawyer is pretty much saying that that this is all absolutely ridiculous, and that she is she's a gay Latino who had the courage to criticize Disney and was silenced. That's what they're saying, and then she was terminated when she refused to do something she believed was reprehensible. I mean, she wanted to follow and do this movie. It meant something to her. And she says they gave her the right to do it. And they said that they didn't give her the right to do it. So in court, we're going to find out what actually happened, Well,
if it's in the contract that she can't do other stuff, then she's screwed. But she'll sue. It's California. Of course she's going to sue.
Or she might get that settlement.
In the golden parachute.
They might just settle. You're right. They might just settle. If they're going to lose something or they know something bad's going to happen, they might settle.